Welcome to our show, Defense Briefing. I'm your host, Liang Jun. Today, we have some intriguing developments unfolding in the world of defense and politics. First up, Senator Mitch McConnell is stepping into a new role as he chairs the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Defense, emphasizing the need for a robust military to counter threats from Russia and China. This shift comes as he prepares to step down as the Senate Republican leader, highlighting the importance of national security in his agenda. In a twist of events, Donald Trump's nominees are under scrutiny as controversy surrounds their backgrounds. Gaetz withdrew from his nomination for Attorney General amid misconduct allegations, raising questions about Trump's future picks and the GOP's tolerance for such figures. Meanwhile, Hegseth faces scrutiny over past allegations as well, indicating a challenging road ahead for the former president's cabinet elections. Finally, on the battlefield, Ukraine is ramping up its military capabilities with the delivery of advanced missile systems from the EU, as they prepare for potential negotiations with Russia. This comes amidst claims of Russia deploying of new missile technology, intensifying the ongoing conflict. As we dive deeper into these stories, please continue watching for more detailed insights. Associated Press reports that Senator Mitch McConnell has announced his new role as the chairman of the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Defense, as he prepares to step down from his long-standing position as Senate Republican leader. McConnell emphasized the importance of a robust military in the face of threats from adversaries like Russia, Iran, and China, stating that the EU faces unprecedented national security challenges since World War II. As the Republicans gain majority control in the Senate, McConnell's leadership in defense spending comes at a pivotal moment, where he aims to secure U.S. leadership and address critical issues surrounding federal elections and voting rights through his additional role as chairman of the Senate Rules Committee. Associated Press also highlights the political turmoil surrounding Donald Trump's administration as he attempts to fill key positions with loyalists, despite some facing serious allegations, including sexual misconduct. The withdrawal of Gaetz as Trump's nominee for Attorney General, amidst accusations of inappropriate behavior, reveals the challenges Trump may face in garnering support for his picks. Lawmakers express concern over whether Trump's other nominees will be met with similar resistance, as the political landscape shifts and the boundaries of acceptable behavior in politics appear to blur. The scrutiny over Trump's choices, such as Hegseth for Secretary of Defense, raises questions about the implications of overlooking past misconduct for the sake of loyalty. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports on the escalating tensions in Ukraine as the EU greenlights the use of longer-range missiles and anti-personnel landmines for Ukraine amidst its ongoing conflict with Russia. The decision to supply anti-personnel mines, which have drawn condemnation from human rights groups, is seen as a necessary measure to slow Russian advances. In response, Russia has reportedly tested new missile technology, including an intercontinental ballistic missile, signaling a significant escalation in military capabilities on both sides. As the war approaches its 1-0-day mark, experts indicate that both Ukraine and Russia are positioning themselves strategically for potential future negotiations, with the urgency for increased military support from the EU becoming more critical as the conflict continues to evolve. CBC reports that Ukraine has finally received the long-awaited made National Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile Systems in ASIMS, a purchase that Canada facilitated with a significant $406 million investment nearly 2 years ago. Defense Minister Bill Blair announced this delivery during a House Defense Committee meeting, emphasizing the importance of these systems in helping Ukraine protect its communities amidst ongoing Russian aggression. The delivery, however, faced delays due to the complexities of funding transfers and congressional approvals in the EU. Meanwhile, tensions escalated as Russian President Vladimir Putin confirmed a missile strike on a facility in Dnipro, underlining the pressing need for enhanced air defense capabilities in Ukraine. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reveals an initiative where over 90 Australian authors have sent a selection of 5 books about the Israel-Gaza conflict to all federal MPs and senators, encouraging them to engage with a complex historical context over the summer break. This campaign, spearheaded by a group of Melbourne friends, aims to broaden the public discourse surrounding the conflict, which they feel has been overly simplistic. The reading list includes works from notable authors such as John Lyons and Sarah Haddad, who hope that their narratives will foster greater empathy and understanding among lawmakers regarding the experiences of both Israelis and Palestinians, ultimately contributing to a more nuanced discussion in Australian politics. Al Jazeera highlights the implications of the recent arrest warrants issued by the International Criminal Court for Israeli leaders, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, alongside a U.S. veto on a Gaza ceasefire resolution at the UN. The warrants, which accuse these leaders of war crimes and crimes against humanity, coincide with ongoing violence in the region, further complicating the international response to the Israel-Palestine conflict. Guests on the program discussed the potential consequences of these developments, including the challenges they pose for diplomatic efforts and the broader implications for human rights accountability in conflict zones. As the situation evolves, the intersection of international law and political maneuvering remains critical in addressing the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Associated Press reports that President-elect Donald Trump has once again vowed to declassify the remaining files related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, a promise he made during his first term but did not fulfill due to pressure from intelligence agencies. As the 60th Street anniversary of JFK's assassination approaches, experts caution that even if the files are released, they are unlikely to contain any shocking revelations. Many conspiracy theories persist, but historical analysis, such as that by Gerald Posner, suggests that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. The National Archives holds over 5 million records related to the assassination, but thousands remain unreleased, with some documents still completely redacted, including tax returns of Oswald and his killer, Jack Ruby. Despite the lack of new evidence, the fascination with the case continues, as many seek to unravel the mystery surrounding that fateful day in Dallas. In a separate report, the Associated Press highlights the political maneuvering around Trump's Pentagon nominee, Hegseth, amid allegations of past sexual misconduct. As Trump's allies in Congress rally behind Hegseth, the controversy surrounding another nominee, Matt Gaetz, led him to withdraw from consideration for Attorney General due to ongoing scrutiny related to a federal sex trafficking investigation. Republican senators have been cautious in publicly criticizing Trump's nominees, fearing retribution from the president-elect, while Hegseth asserts that he was cleared of allegations. The GOP's support for him raises questions about the treatment of women within the party and the implications for the upcoming confirmation process. Additionally, the Associated Press addresses the delays in Trump's transition agreements, which have hindered the formal transition process and the necessary security clearances for incoming officials. The lack of such agreements means that critical background checks, which could reveal potential issues with nominees, are not being conducted. This delay has raised concerns among lawmakers about the suitability of Trump's picks, including Hegseth and others with questionable backgrounds. As the inauguration date approaches, the failure to complete the transition process could leave the new administration unprepared to govern effectively, echoing concerns raised during previous transitions that suffered from similar delays. Al Jazeera reports that Russian President Vladimir Putin announced the successful testing of a new intermediate-range missile, which was deployed in a strike against Ukraine. This missile, according to Ukraine, exhibits characteristics similar to those of an intercontinental ballistic missile ICBM. The timing of the Russian missile test is significant, as it follows Ukraine's recent attacks using British Storm Shadow missiles and American ATACMS, indicating an escalation in the ongoing conflict. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 60O team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks and government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 60O Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 60O team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 60O Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website. 6 Brief, regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 60O Brief via email.
Rise and fall, traitors bleed, power call. Factories roar, steel and might, workers sweat, endless night. Stubborn and surge, shadows bled, rise of empires no end. Dragons well, blood and steel, screams unheard. Prophets real, in boardrooms cold. Fortunes made, workers' fate in the shade. Curtsy war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through smog, neon gleam, economic power, ruthless steam. Contract sign, trails deep, backroom deals, vulture sleep. Bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this metal wasteland, dreams die. Risers roar, steel and light, workers sweat, endless night. Stubborn surge, shadows bled, rise of empires no end. Dragons roll, blood and steel, screams unheard. Prophets real, in boardrooms cold. Fortunes made, workers' fate in the shade. Curtsy war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the storm, neon gleam, economic power, ruthless speed. Curtsy war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the storm, neon gleam, workers' fate in the shade. Curtsy war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the spawn, neon gleam, economic power, ruthless speed. Contract sign, betrayals deep, backroom deals, folks asleep. Bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this metal wasteland, dreams die. Contract sign, betrayals deep, backroom deals, vulture sleep. Bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this metal wasteland, dreams die. Eyes and seas, nation law,